Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be going over my empties for the month of February. These are all my non-Bath and Body Works related products. I already filmed that in a separate video. So like always, I'm going to go over categories and include timestamps if you're only interested in certain items. I'm going to start off with skincare. The last month or two, I haven't been finishing or using a lot of sheet masks because my sister gave me these peeling pads. So I finally finished that up, thankfully. These are from Peter Thomas Roth. I believe this came in a gift set from TJ Maxx, if I'm not mistaken. And my sister doesn't really like using peeling pads, so she gave them to me to use. I would wash my face, or actually after the shower, instead of using a sheet mask like how I typically do, I would instead kind of swipe my face all over. I think it said the directions to wait either 30 seconds or a minute or two, and then rinse your face with water. So I did that instead of a sheet mask, and that was okay, but I feel like this smelled a little bit weird. For products that are unscented, sometimes they have a kind of odor, and there's no masking fragrance like orange peel oil, grapefruit peel oil, or so on and so forth. And yeah, it just smelled like it had gone off, but I think that's just how this particular product smells like. Pretty pricey, so I wouldn't purchase it. And if my sister gave it to me, I would use it, but I would kind of reluctantly use it. So I don't recommend that. It didn't really exfoliate my face as well as, let's say, an exfoliating toner. And since I finished that relatively early on in the month, I was able to use all these sheet masks. So let me review them really quickly. So the first one we have is from CosRx. I purchased this on the Buy Wish Trend website during their Black Friday sale. So you can also find these at TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I do like it. I just would prefer an essence that is a little bit thicker. But I do like them. They are pretty, or this particular sheet mask is pretty hydrating. The next one, I actually got this from Pinch Me. I don't plan to use the website anymore just because it's really spammy, and I feel like the products, they're very small, and essentially it's just not worth your time. So this is one of the sheet masks that I got. It was in a mango type of a scent. Apparently it was nourishing. I feel like it wasn't super nourishing, and I feel like the essence was really liquidy, even more so than the CosRx. And I honestly didn't keep this on my face because typically I keep it on for maybe about 15-20 minutes max. You shouldn't keep on a sheet mask long enough for the sheet mask to dry out. And after about 5 minutes, I just wanted this off my face because I don't know, I just didn't really care for it. So there's that. Next one we have is, I believe this is the Dr. Jart Brightening Solution Sheet Mask. I got this on sale either at Marshalls or TJ Maxx, and I really like it. It's a thicker sheet mask, and I feel like you can tell that it's higher quality, but it's a little bit too expensive, and I have enough in my collection or inventory that I need to use up before I even think about repurchasing anymore. So there's that one. I do recommend that one. It's just a little bit pricey. And then here we have from the brand Tony Moly, the I'm Rice sheet mask, and all of these have supposedly different things. This one is for clear skin. I personally really like the rice one. I also really like the seaweed one, so I would repurchase these, but again, I have a lot, so I don't really have a need to repurchase exactly like right now necessarily, but if I do find it on sale, I would repurchase this particular one. And then the final skincare product we have is another Claire's item. I love this facial cream. I feel like sometimes there's some products that just work for you, and I think this product is just one of those items. I use this in the morning and at night, but I do alternate with a lighter moisturizer. I feel like this plays well with my sunblock. This plays well when I use exfoliating toners, when I use tretinoin. So I just really like it. It's basic. I think this is the equivalent of someone who really likes CeraVe. It's just tried and true for me. So I do have a backup that I have already opened up right now. Okay, so that is it for skincare. Let's go over to body care for now. So I do have 2 samples of perfumes from the Etsy shop made by Bloom. So first we have a Lush, I guess, dupe called Snow Cake. So this is their marzipan scent, but personally it's a little bit too fresh smelling, a little bit too powdery, and I was thinking that it was going to be slightly sweeter, more gourmand, but it's not. So I don't plan to repurchase this one, but the quality was really good. The next one that I wouldn't repurchase was chocolate ice donuts, and this one did smell chocolatey, but in the sense of like chocolate scented like plastic toys and stuff. It just smelled a little Play-Doh to me, but the longevity was pretty good. I feel like almost all of her perfumes that, or at least the perfumes that I have tried, last a decent amount of time. So while I wouldn't repurchase snow cake or chocolate ice donuts, I would purchase again from her Etsy shop. And then another small business that I tried out was from the brand Cake and Barrel. They have their own Etsy shop, but I ended up purchasing from their website that is listed right here at the top. This was in the scent of French toast, if I'm not mistaken. I wrote down my thoughts because I have a tendency to forget after I finish up my sample or burn my candles or so on. So this one, I didn't get a lot of that like bread, just how carbs smell like. And I mainly just got this burnt sugar type of scent, maybe like a brown sugar scent, and it just didn't really do it for me. I wouldn't recommend this particular scent, and I don't plan to purchase it in any other form. Her vials, I guess, are glass, and I didn't realize it, and it accidentally fell and broke. I wouldn't purchase that one, but I have tried a product that I really love from her shop, which is a Sticky Dates. Of course, it's a Lush product, and it's a dupe for it, and I have that in the perfume spray. So moving on to another brand, again, small business, also from Etsy. This is from the brand Andromeda's Curse. So this one is in the scent Strength, which it had notes of coffee, marshmallow, and tonka bean, a gourmand beverage drink type of notes, but I didn't get a lot of the marshmallow or the tonka bean. I mainly just got this nondescript coffee, and I feel like these are true indie oils where they're slightly less cutesy, more, I guess, like alternative, if I had to describe them. I did like it, but not enough to purchase a full size of it. Okay, next one, again from Andromeda's Curse, we have Kismet. Oh, if I haven't said this already, but they also have an Etsy shop. These are their sample sets. So for Kismet, the fragrance were raspberry and white chocolate, and I did like this one, but I didn't particularly care for the raspberry note, but I did mix that with the Bath & Body Works, I believe it's Butterfly Body Cream, which has notes of raspberry and iris. So that was a good combination. I feel like if I liked raspberry notes slightly more, I would have purchased a bigger size of Kismet. And then final little sample from Andromeda's Curse, we have Patissier. I don't know how to say it, but the notes to that were pistachio, cotton candy, jasmine, and I didn't get a lot, if any, cotton candy. I did get mainly just the pistachio and the jasmine, but I feel like the perfume oils, because that's what they are, the samples, didn't really last a long time. Neither did the Cake and Barrel one. And then moving on to more body care, we have some Lush products. First one that I'm so glad I'm done and over with. My sister didn't really care for this pink peppermint foot lotion that she received in a gift set. I also finished one of these sometime in 2023, and she gave me hers because she didn't care for it. So it was like a pink foot lotion, and it didn't really give me that tingly cooling sensation, which it kind of advertised. I think this was expired too, but it didn't smell off. There wasn't anything wrong with the product, but I feel like it was just kind of blah. I think they might have reformulated it, so maybe you can find it, maybe not, but I wouldn't purchase I wouldn't purchase it again, which I don't even think I bought it. I think it came in a gift set that was gifted to me during the holidays. And then another thing that my sister gave me was this Lush Sleepy Shower Gel. So she gave this to me because A, it was expired. I think it had expired last year. Oh no, early in January this year, 2024. And there was like a little bit of discoloration of like orange, and then all of the purple pigment went to the bottom. So I was very generous with this product. So I like the Sleepy Body Conditioner, which is the same scent, but in a different form. But I don't really care for the Sleepy Shower Gel. I don't care for the Twilight Body Spray because it has lavender, and I feel like lavender doesn't really relax me. So I wouldn't purchase this again, but I have gifted this to my friend who I feel like she needs to relax. It did a pretty good job at sudsing up. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Next one is a full-size fine fragrance mist, and the reason why there's no spray bottle is because when I purchased it, it was the last one I could find at Ross. I believe the retail price was $4.99, and yeah, I just hadn't seen this Twizzlers body spray. It's super accurate, but the spray nozzle was kind of defective where it would shoot instead of a mist like a stream, and it was just a mess. So I decanted this into some Temu spray bottles. So I was using this after the shower, but I found that since the liquid was red, it did stain my clothes. But I think my main issue with this Twizzlers body spray, despite it smelling really authentic to the Twizzler candy, which I believe is strawberry flavored or scented, it just didn't last. And I feel like it kind of messed up my PJs because it had that red coloring. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I think it was definitely a waste at $4.99, but it was super accurate for like those 10 seconds that you could smell it for. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend that at all. Next, we have some blotting sheets. These were free with my Dulce order going back to a year or two ago, so I have quite a few of these. The only thing is that I don't really like these blotting sheets. They're really thin. They kind of remind me of tissue paper, so I don't particularly like it. I don't recommend it, but it was free, so I went ahead and used it. Oh, well, let me go with this. So my sister finally finished up her perfume that I believe she got in 2018. It's a jumbo size of Calvin Klein. So she tells me that this is in the scent Endless, but when I look for it, I think it's called Endless Euphoria. I don't know if anybody knows, but yeah, it took her years. I want to say, what, 2018, we're in 2024. And I think she said that the perfume was really aging so that when she sprayed herself, the scent didn't last. So I know people say to let your perfumes macerate and they get better as they age, but at a certain point, they just start to lose the fragrance or the performance isn't as great. So while she did like this, I think she's moving on to another perfume. All right, next item is a philosophy item. The fragrance is bubbly. It's a little hard to see, but this is a 3-in-1 type product, so you can use it as a bubble bath, shampoo, and body wash slash shower gel. So how I mainly used it was as a shampoo, and it was all right, I guess. I just didn't really care for the scent. So this came in a 3-pack. So I got 3 of these for $10 after the holidays. So I'm glad I finished it up because I feel like I have other philosophy scents that I prefer more. As a shampoo, it was just okay. However, I don't recommend to buy it as a shampoo. I would say if you enjoy the scent, I think it performs the best as a bubble bath and then probably as a shower gel. So there's that. Wouldn't repurchase it because I didn't really care for the scent. The performance was all right or decent. Next hair care product we have is a Not Your Mother's product, Way to Grow leave-in conditioner. So this is a very old product. It probably expired. I didn't want to use it on my hair after showering. So what I did was I used this kind of like as a rinse off conditioner type of thing. So I would use conditioner after this because it wasn't thick enough to give my hair enough moisture. So I wouldn't recommend this, but then again, I didn't use it as intended. So yeah, I didn't give this a fair shot, but I wouldn't repurchase this because I don't really have a need for a leave-in conditioner. I also don't really use detanglers or anything like that. And the scent was a little bit too perfumey for my liking. All right, next we have a bunch of home fragrance items, specifically candles. So let me go on to the non-candle items first. First, non-candle product, we have a Glade plug-in. This is in my grandma's bathroom, and the scent that she always uses is just the laundry snuggle one that is sold in Walmart. Really like it. We always have this on high, and I would recommend it, and I would repurchase it, and I think I already have. Next one we have is a rediffuser that finished up super quickly. I recently hauled this one of the times after Christmas for my after Christmas hauls. So here we have Pearl Essence and the scent Balsam Fir. So I really liked it that it was a nice, a little bit sweet fir, like Christmas tree type of a scent. And I really like that I had this super cute decoration that I might take because it comes in a little stretchy thing. These are the reeds that I like, and it did a good job at grabbing the fragrance and just dispersing it throughout the room. It wasn't in my room, it was specifically in my sister's, and I do have a backup of this. And I really like it that the base or the vessel is green. Do recommend it. This was one of the stronger rediffusers that I have purchased in the past. So really glad I have a backup of this. So I should probably remove this cute little bow so I can use it for another thing. So there's how it looks like. So the next item we have is the Voluspa mini tin candle in the scent Tahitian Coconut Vanilla. So if you know anything about me, you know I don't like coconut, but I was initially going to burn this to then, because with Pinch Me, you need to get the product, review it on their own website. But this came melted, so I contacted customer support saying, hey, this candle came melted. Can you send me a replacement, or should I just review it like this? I didn't get a response, but then maybe like a week or two later, I ended up getting another scent for Voluspa. It was a mini tin as well, but that one was in the scent Barbados Grapefruit, which I liked more because obviously I don't like coconut. Anything that's not coconut, I'll like it more unless it's lavender, and then I'm just kind of in a pinch. But so I ended up warming this. Well, I burned Barbados Grapefruit, and then the leftover wax, I melted that and poured it onto here. So this looks actually more filled than what I got it. There's the wick that I didn't burn because obviously it was melted. So the scent was okay. Actually, no, I'm lying. I don't like the scent. Yeah, I'm not a fan of tropical scents. Like, I don't like sunscreen scents. I don't like coconut heavy scents. So I wouldn't recommend that. But I think Voluspa candles have a really notorious reputation for not burning well. I think luxury candles in general don't really perform that well. So I wouldn't recommend it for the price. But I got it for free. But I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase it because I feel like you basically can get the same performance out of a grocery store candle the same size, aka Trader Joe's. All right, speaking of Trader Joe's, on or around Valentine's Day, or was it January, they came out with their limited edition candle. A rose is a rose. It has gold tin. Typically, the tin candles aren't this cute. So this one was a little bit different. It was a 5.28 ounces. So they just say soy wax, coconut oil, and beeswax blend. So I have no idea of the composition. I just want to say that I also warmed this, so that's why the wick is missing. It looks super shiny, almost wet. So this rose scent is really nice. However, when I was warming it towards the end, it got a little bit too planty, but I did like it that when I burned it, I feel like it was one of the stronger Trader Joe's candles that I have burned in a recent time that was in this tin format, not including the larger $9.99 candles in their bigger vessels. So I would say if you want to try a Trader Joe's tin candle, this scent is going to be your best bet. This one, or probably the grapefruit one that comes out seasonally. I'm not sure during what season, but that one is also decent, but not if you enjoy powerhouse scents. Another Trader Joe's candle, we have the Crackling Citrus Green Tea Candle. I had previously tried another crackling candle called, I think it was Red Fruits in the Forest, but this scent was a little bit more up my alley. I really liked that it had this very prominent lemon mixed in with the green tea, like an unsweetened green tea. The rhubarb just kind of added to that acidity to it, or the tartness. I didn't really get much of the rosewood, so I'm assuming that's kind of like a woody aspect to it. And I think my main issue is that I really want these candles to be a little bit louder, but the wick is really small, so there's that. So if you notice, the wick is only like that big, and I think that it needs to be bigger, or it needs to be like an X wick similar to wood wick candles from Yankee. These $9.99 candles do throw the scent, and they're overall stronger than the tin candles. So I would recommend this if you like herbal scents, especially green tea with lemon heavy scents. However, if you want this purely for the crackling sound, there were instances that it would kind of hiss, or it'd be like a fly, or it'd be like a tea kettle. So if you want a really loud crackling sound, I think you're better off looking at Woodwick or a different wooden wick candle brand. So there's that. I would repurchase the wooden wicks from Trader Joe's. However, I wouldn't pick up this scent because I want to try obviously different scents. Here we have a Tuscany candle that came out during Valentine's Day. It's called Made with Love. This one is in the scent Vanilla Buttercream Cupcake. And I really love this scent on cold when I smelled it at CVS. I did a dedicated review for this as well, but long story short, I feel like in the midway mark, it kind of stopped performing as well as I was accustomed to, and it was overall generally pretty light, which I had a feeling because on cold it was a little bit light, but then after some point I'm just like, you know what, I finally purchased a candle crock, I might as well plop that in there. And while I was warming it, I feel like I liked the scent a little bit less. I think that the butteriness, it almost leaned a little popcorn, whereas on cold, I feel like I detected a slight fruit note, maybe strawberry, I'm not too sure. So yeah, I burned it up to here. There was sooting on the rim. I think I even put my finger somewhere and kind of, oh yeah, right there. I went like this, and you can see that there's soot. And here's how it looks like after I warmed it in the candle crock a few times. I do want to note that I feel like this Tuscany candle didn't last as long in my candle crock as Bath & Body Works candles that have given me issues that I have put in a candle crock. So there's this one. I wouldn't recommend it, but maybe I just chose the wrong scent. I wouldn't be opposed to trying Tuscany candles, but I'd be definitely more selective, and I'm not paying $12.99 because that's how much they retail in CVS. Next, I'm really trying to dwindle down my Homeworks candle supply, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty okay job. First one we have is Blueberry Cheesecake. A lot of people say that this is a powerhouse candle from Homeworks, but I don't know if my pour date is just cursed or something. So this one was poured February 9th, 2023. And I really liked the scent of this. So I really hope that the other one that I have that has a different pour date, that it would perform a lot better. So this one just wasn't giving me the strength that I wanted, but the scent overall is sublime. So fragrance notes are wild Maine blueberry, cheesecake accord, blackberry jam, brown sugar crust. Like that blackberry adds the depth that I want in a candle, and I don't get a sour note or anything like that. However, this candle isn't as crust heavy as the blueberry pie candle from Bath & Body Works. But on the scent alone, I would recommend it. But as for now, I'm not going to repurchase this. I feel like if I burn my second blueberry cheesecake candle and I have strength issues, then I'm not going to purchase this anymore, despite how good the scent is. Next candle, I purchased this on the Homeworks Stop Shop website. This is in the scent Pink Bubblegum, and I kind of regret purchasing this while it's very off-centered. So I burned this, I didn't warm it. Here's how it looks like. This was virtually, I wouldn't say scentless, it wasn't that horrible, but it was a very, very light scent overall. My pour date is December 8, 2022. Scent notes are pink bubblegum, zesty apple, citrus zest, crystallized sugar. So for me, this smelled very authentic to the gum that has that white powder, which is, I think, powdered sugar or a mixture of powdered sugar and some type of cornstarch so that the gum doesn't stick to the wrapper. Yeah, it was really nice scent. So I have another one of these that I am now warming it under my candle lamp. And I feel like the performance is just not 10 times better. So instead of it being like, let's say a 4, it's at about a 6. So there we go. Wouldn't purchase it though after I'm done with the other one. Next one we have, another Homeworks candle giving me issues. So next one we have is Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. This one was also, you know what? I don't even know which one was worse, Pink Bubblegum or Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. They just kind of both sucked overall. Anyways, this one I purchased it at TJ Maxx for $13. The Pink Bubblegum, I also got it on sale at on the formerly known Homework Stop Shop website, aka Slacken & Co. The pour date for this is December 8th, 2022. Scent notes are Madagascar vanilla bean, caramel cream, cinnamon, crystallized sugar. So I really like that this one doesn't have a lot of cinnamon that I can detect. I prefer French vanilla ice cream instead of vanilla bean fragrances, but this one was okay. I wanted to mix it with another scent, specifically maybe like a root beer or just anything to add the creaminess to it, but it was so light that I could virtually burn, let's say, a floral with this and I wouldn't even know it was on. So yeah, this was kind of a waste. So far, out of all the Homeworks candles I've shown, I wouldn't recommend any. You know, this vanilla bean ice cream and the gumball, I got way more action and strength out of this Trader Joe's mini tin. Heck, I think I even got more action out of this little Veluspa one. Obviously not this one because I didn't burn it, but the Barbados grapefruit that I showed in another monthly Empties. Okay, now onto a Homeworks candle that actually gave me something to work with. We have Black Magic scented candle. This was their Halloween candle. They had these at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and so on and so forth, and I got it after the Halloween holiday season, so it was marked down half off to $8.50. It had a beautiful wax, but you know, with a crummy lid that was falling off, but I'm not keeping the lid, so I guess that's okay, and I wasn't gifting it. So there we go. It's a very, very dark purple color that it almost looks black. It looks super pretty lit up, and it had large flames even towards the end. Pour date is June 7, 2023. Scent notes are black licorice, anise, spun sugar, vanilla. So this reminded me so much of the Jelly Belly black licorice jelly beans. Really liked it. Do recommend this. I think someone said that theirs didn't perform well, so I don't know if there's just quality control issues at Homeworks. But if you have my particular pour date, and especially if you purchased it at TJ Maxx, and it smelled strong on cold, then you have the one that I have and you're all good to go. So I would recommend that one. Okay, finally, miscellaneous. We have gummies. So this is one that I purchased at, was it TJ Maxx or Marshalls? I feel like I go there so often, I mix the two up. So it was on sale for $4.50. This was All Day Calm in grape. Okay, I love this brand because they're like sugar coated. So this one is called Wholesome Health. I have never seen it at like pharmacy, grocery stores, but I have tried one for hair, skin, and nails. And I really love their gummy format. They're a little bit harder, but I don't really mind that texture. It doesn't seem like candy that was supposed to be soft at one point. It just seems like they're supposed to be that texture or that hardness level. Yeah, and despite this being grape flavored, to me, it reminds me, if anyone knows, in Mexico, they have this candy called tamarindo, and I feel like I got that flavor from this despite it being grape. I asked my sister, and she kind of got that too. While I didn't taste grape, I'm kind of glad I didn't because I don't really like grape. I feel like this tastes pretty good. Would recommend it, but however, I wouldn't recommend it if you want it to keep you calm because I feel like it didn't really do much. I feel like the ones that I have tried that have worked slightly better would probably be the stress relief gummies. I'm not sure exactly the name right now, but from the brand Ollie, I think. Yeah, so there's that. Finally, I have contact lenses and I used up this really big Opti-Free Pure Moist contact lens cleaning solution. Like it, would repurchase it, been using it since middle school, so like 2006. Like, yeah, I just would recommend it. All right, so those were all the items that I finished up during the month of February. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.